everybody. Hey, it's been a while, huh? Since we've used this system. I'm going to make a video here to help out one of my Patreon members. He's starting a YouTube channel, and it's different than most YouTube channels are here in the villages. This guy sent me an email, and let me just address that. I get, whenever I meet people, I get all the time that, hey, I've sent you emails, but you never answered, or it's not that we ignore emails or anything. We do read them. I just don't have a chance sometimes to answer all of them. It takes up a tremendous amount of time. I'm averaging probably about 50 to 100 emails a day, and that does not include anything to do with comments on a video. And we have to read them, and I do respond to a lot of them as much as I can. It takes a while to get things done. So I'm going to help this guy out as far as getting his channel going. I've done it before with other YouTube people here to get them started. And this guy is another one. He's different. He's not going to be doing village videos, I don't think. He said he wasn't. I can relate to his email because what he said in there, it hit home with me too. So let me bring up his email first of all, and we'll go through that. Okay, now I had his permission to read these emails and to talk about his YouTube channel. So I'm not doing nothing behind the scenes. Okay, let me read a little bit the email he sent me. Name's Jason Cates. Like I said, he's a Patreon member of mine, and I'm going to try to help get his channel going. And I'm hoping you'll go there and you'll catch on some of his videos as he puts them up. He didn't verify if he's going to put it up once a week, once a month. I've already subscribed. I encourage you to subscribe. He'll need at least 500, I think it's 500 subscriptions, maybe 1,000. I'm not 100% sure on that. They've changed it in order for him to make an extra buck or two from commercials that YouTube will put on there. So it says skip. So Jason C. from Chattanooga, Tennessee here. I wanted to thank you and Sue again for your advice on starting a YouTube channel. It's challenging, can be frustrating. Yes, it is. A little bit about me, very briefly. I joined the Marine Corps out of high school in 1988, and after the completion of my enlistment, became a police officer in Illinois in 1992. I retired from sworn law enforcement and moved to Tennessee in December of 2021, but continued to do some contract work with a law enforcement agency remotely until May of 2023. Something I never recognized, and something I don't think the general public recognizes, is that when you leave law enforcement, you lose a significant part of your identity. I can relate. When I retired, I was a cop for more years than I wasn't. My wife and children only knew me as a cop, and then I wasn't anymore. Recently, I realized that it's important to provide retired cops with the opportunity to share their stories. I think it can be a part of the moving on process for a lot of retirees that are struggling with life after law enforcement. Being a cop is really more than just what we do, it's who you are. I hope you'll have time to take a look at episode 1 on my YouTube channel. I'm thin on content, 3 shorts and 1 video, but I have numerous interviews completed. It's just down to the editing. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, Skip. Have a great week. I'm going to put his YouTube channel up here, address, so you guys can go back to it. There's my response down here if you guys are interested. Let me put up his YouTube channel here so you guys can write it down and go there. You can't click on that, but you can write it down and type it in on YouTube, and it'll go to his channel right there. You'll recognize it because I'm going to show a couple of his shorts, so you'll recognize the look of it, and hit the subscribe button. And then when he comes up with a new video that he's working on, you'll get notified. So let me see here. All right, here's a short. It says, "You got SAP gloves?" ? I know what SAP gloves are. Just in case you guys don't know, I am always been a big supporter of first responders, cops, firemen, doctors, emergency squads. It doesn't make any difference. I've got hats here all over the wall that people have sent me. I appreciate them. Matter of fact, the one I got on right here, if you can see it, It's from my home state, Indiana State Police Bomb Squad. You got to respect that, right? But I've got hats up here from the Kansas City Police, Kentucky State Police, Illinois Superior Police. I'm not sure what town that is. The ones that I've been supporting here lately, wearing a lot, is the U.S. Border Patrol, and the ICE hat is the most recent one that was sent to me because I'm a big supporter in locking up that southern border. And I don't apologize for it. You don't have to agree. That's your right. I support that, and I will continue to support that. And of course, my Kansas City police had, I met that officer, female officer. She's going to be moving to the villages after she retires very soon. And her sister is going to move here. What else I got up here? I don't know. I got a bunch of them. Oh, ice hat. Oh, the Cottleville, is that the name of it? Carterville Fire Department. They sent us hats and T-shirts for the ladies breast cancer awareness month. They sent us some stuff a long while back, and I still got it, and I still wear it. I try to wear them differently on different shows, different broadcasts that we do to show our support. And if you're a local law enforcement officer or a fireman or whatever, send me a hat. I love it. I wear them all the time. I wear them to my Patreon lunches. And by the way, we just had a Patreon lunch. If you guys aren't a Patreon member, you should really consider it because we don't have them all the time. We have, I'll say, maybe anywhere from, I'll say, half a dozen a year, 4 to 6 a year. We get together and have a members lunch, Patreon lunch, and YouTube members together. And we had one, I'm doing this the day after the Patreon lunch this month. And we had it over at, okay, I forget the name of the place. Pazzoli's. It's an Italian restaurant. And we had quite a turnout. Had a great time. Talked to a lot of people. And the whole W&L crew was there at this one. And that don't happen too often. But they were there. So everybody had a chance to talk to everybody. Well, let's do a little sample of his short here. And you'll learn what sap gloves are.
You got sap gloves? And I'm like, sap gloves? He's like, we all carry sap gloves. I'm like, I don't have sap gloves. You need them by the weekend. So I went back and I told Lenny, I said, Lenny, he's like, well, they told me to do the same thing. Let's go get some sap gloves. So we ended up getting some sap gloves, black leather glove. And the back of that glove, there's lead sewn in to cover those knuckles. So when you make that fist, that lead is that protection over your knuckles. Yeah.
Just in case you guys don't know, that's old school. When I grew up, not sure that's legal anymore, but there's a lot of things they used to do that they don't do today that maybe they should bring it back. I don't know. Okay, here's one about the, I think, 1,000-yard stare. I think that's what it's called. I don't know exactly, well, I do and I don't, exactly what they're talking about, but I think in my career as a trucker, I had that 1,000-yard square once. I thought I was going to go over a cliff in my semi-truck on a windy, cold, snowy, ice road, and I thought I was going to go over a cliff. I had that 1,000-yard stare because I saw it coming. Luckily, it didn't happen. But I got to tell you, do you ever hear the old saying about you're pulling the seat out of your crack of your ass? Yeah, that was me. Let's see what 1,000-yard stare is.
And all she put those brakes on. And I know in law enforcement, we always hear that 1,000-yard stare. I know exactly what that looks like. She did that 1,000-yard stare straight through me. And I'm not kidding. The smile on her face was like a Joker smile. I had that back of my neck feeling. I'm like, this isn't good. And
I'm sure there's more to that story. He only has 3 of them shorts. 2 of them shorts, they're just asking each other questions about what you prefer, when you're on duty, I guess, and maybe even off duty, what TV show you prefer, that kind of stuff. So he's just getting started. Go there. Check it out. Let me see if I can find his channel myself, actually. And I'll show you at least what the channel looks like. Is that it? Is that better? Yeah, that's it. Anyway, this is his webpage right here. When you want to go to the description box below, also, I'm going to do a little bit of education here for some people. You see, that's his banner, and there's his logo. That's the name of the channel right there. Over here, it says that my journey with a badge, we are dedicated to preserving the rich history, and it stops and says more. Click more. That's his description box. Talks about there's his website link, email address, personal email address is right there. And then here's his YouTube name. So far, he's got 162 subscribers. Good. He's got 6 videos. Cool. 2,000 views. Very good. He's well on his way. Click videos here. There's the one video he's got. Said he had 6 videos. Well, it must be talking about the shorts, I guess. And yeah, and here's some more shorts right here, which I didn't play all those, but you guys can go do that. I'll give you something to look at. So there you go. I think he's well on his way. Go check it out. Subscribe. See what you think. I think it's a good fit for a lot of retired cops here, and other people can relate. Because for 38 years, I was a trucker. After 38 years, I'm nothing. Truthfully, even the guys I worked with for 20 and 30 years, other than about 3, lost contact with all of them. Of course, half of them are dead now. Okay, I'll get off all this. Go watch. Help the guy out. Subscribe to his channel. Appreciate it. Become a Patreon member of mine if you haven't. You're missing a lot. I'm telling you, you're missing a lot. For $2, it's a deal. Ask anybody that's my patron of mine. They get a lot for the $2. And with that being said, see you on the other side.